set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Dean Lowry able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 64 yards.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Edwards-Helaire is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not... A good one as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their own 15. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Now it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack, trying to get away but could not. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? they've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. It's Kelsey on the ground. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Mahomes.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And Lewis has it, the tight end. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Rodgers again now. Flushed out right. Here's a diving catch right side. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. As the first half is winding down. And the Packers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
And going deep for Hill.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the Colt, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start to...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 17-8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Rodgers will throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Mahomes now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 47 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, it's Jones, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On play action, it's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes you're...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house.
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Five yards remain on second down. Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers rolling to his right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Anthony Hitchens brought him down. A gain of 7.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a first down carry by Jones. And just shedding him off there. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
On second down, it's Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll go again to Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he fires one incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Rodgers to throw. That's going to be caught. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves.
they can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on it. Are you going to put a smaller corner on it? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he's going to get some of that yardage back. Still doesn't have a first down, but he does get out of bounds to stop the clock.
A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Mahomes.
He's going to let it fly. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. One final try for Mahomes. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Back to throw, Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this is caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.